Please be seated. Good afternoon, and welcome to this year's commencement ceremony. On behalf of the class of 2000, I have the honor of welcoming our administration, faculty, friends, and family, as well as the class of 1950. It's amazing how fast the last 4 years have gone. My parents think the last 13 years have gone fast, but I don't know about that. Do you realize we have spent about 5,040 hours in this school? Now that's about 302,400 minutes, or close to 18,144,000 seconds in these very halls. Today is our last day, bringing our last hour, and eventually our last second. Some of us might never want to leave, while other of us might want to stay here and forever. Now, last Sunday at Baccalaureate, Reverend Singleton talked about life being a pond, a still pond. The row of girls behind me burst into tears, while a guy in front of me exclaimed, "Oh, please no, I gotta get out of this town." Whether you want it or not, graduation is here. When did we grow up? Yesterday seemed like we had all the time in the world. Now we have to scramble to find the time to do the things we've wanted to do and to say the things we've wanted to say. The other night, two of my friends and I stood outside and we talked. We talked about our faith, about college, and life in general. We discussed our fears and our hopes. We reminisced on the best part of our lives, and we wondered how we were going to say goodbye to everything we've grown to love. How you say goodbye to Wadsworth High School. As a class, we've danced our last dance, and we've won our last game. The chant, M-O-O-R-E, will no longer echo through this gym. As we leave today, we leave behind the traffic jams outside the 400 hall. We say farewell to vending machines that eat our dollars and the jukebox that mysteriously plays the same song over and over. No longer will we have the pasta bar, and games of euchre just won't be the same. How we say goodbye to our parents, our teachers, and our families. All along, these people have been there for us. They've encouraged us and guided us. They've held our hands through life. They've brushed off our scraped knees, and they've dried our tears with their love. How do we say goodbye to each other? Sitting beside you, in front of you, behind you, all around you are your friends. These are the people that have been there for you, walking step by step through the good times and the bad. They know better than anyone else who you are and what you hope to be. They filled your life with joy and happiness and helped you through the sadness. They've kept your secrets and shared your success. How do you say goodbye? Perhaps there is no good answer, no easy way. Graduation is a milestone in our lives. Soon we'll take our last glance at Wadsworth and head off into the world. Should we be sad? Maybe a little, but we're ready. We are prepared. We have grown strong. Our personalities have been developed. Friendships have been formed and memories have been forged. Class of 2000, it's time to challenge the unknown. It's time to move on and leave behind our comfort zone. Don't be someone who spends the rest of his or her life stuck in high school. We have been taught, but there's still much to learn. We have grown, but there are new heights to reach. The possibilities of the future are endless, limited only by our own uncertainty. Maybe the only way to leave is through bittersweet tears. Each tear representing a happy memory, a good time, a best friend, a moment forever captured in the heart. Like Reverend Singleton said, life is a river. Each tear we shed adds to the flow, getting us past the rocks and around the bends. Wherever the river sends you, take with you the memories of Wadsworth High School and smile. Thank you.
the memories.
We can hold on to this moment, keep it in our hearts, where it seems as time keeps rolling along.
Even over many miles, we'll share a knowing smile, for every time we celebrate the song. In the melody is magic, in the harmony is love, in the rhythm is the heartbeat that we share. And through it all, we'll always recall the music, the magic, and the memories. The music is forever, while other things have come and gone. We fill it with our spirit, and then we pass it on. And through it all, we'll always recall the music, the magic, and the memories.
Good afternoon, and welcome once again to Wadsworth High School's 124th Annual Commencement Exercises. Today is a day of celebration, recognition, and congratulations. This senior class has been complimented numerous times for their stellar academic record, for their outstanding achievement as an athletic team, excellence in co- and extracurricular activities, and many other areas. But like other classes before them, the class of 2000 has dutifully earned the respect of high school administration, Board of Education, teaching faculty and staff, and undoubtedly left their mark here on this chapter of Wadsworth High School history. Hopefully their memories will never fade, as our memories of them will always be within the halls of this building. Most notably, academic excellence is a trademark of this group. At this time, I'd like to call your attention to the first 5 rows on the floor and the 4 individuals behind me on the stage, and would ask all of them to stand. These individuals comprise our honor rows because they have maintained an impressive 3.5 grade point average during all 4 years of their high school career. Previously, each was presented a plaque acknowledging this accomplishment. I ask that you join me in recognizing them with a round of applause. At this time, I'd like to bring special attention to two specific members of this elite group. Come forward. First, class salutatorian Helen Maw. Helen has committed herself to academic excellence and deservedly earned the honor of class salutatorian. Her activities in high school include speech and debate, Ohio Classical League, OCTM math competitions, Key Club, Huddle, National Honor Society, SAD, and Drama Club. Of her many accomplishments, a few worth noting are national qualifier to the forensics tournament, excellent rating in the State of Ohio Science Day contest, first place in the Ohio Classical League poster contest, top honors as a junior science student from the Cleveland Technical Institute, an Academic Boosters Club scholarship, Women's Club scholarship, outstanding student in science and Latin, and the Navy Distinguished Student in Science Achievement Award. Helen is joined here today by her parents, Mr. and Mrs. Song Tao Ma. Could they please stand? Would her brother Jeff Ma please stand as well, and any other members of the Ma family? All of you can be proud of her accomplishments and know that you directly contributed to her success. Thank you and congratulations. Helen, I'd like to present to you this medallion on behalf of Wadsworth High School, proclaiming you as class salutatorian. Helen Maw.
To quote Ellison's Invisible Man, we have come to the end of a beginning, filled with moments that we would not soon forget. Whether it's winning the state championship in girls basketball, competing for state titles in wrestling, gymnastics, and speech, or just watching Dave Davis dancing up a storm in the Commons, these 4 years that we have spent here at Wadsworth High School have created memories that will last through the ages. Many of us have lived in this town and attended the school system almost all our lives, making the act of graduation even more sentimental. Many of us, too, have memories of other pasts in states, provinces, and countries of now fantastic proportions. But who are we and what will we become? Now, looking back to those jittery beginnings as gullible freshmen, we realize how silly our fears were, as all of us have contributed greatly to the diversity and strength of this class. From varsity letter winners and club presidents to scholar athletes and state champions, the hallways of our school are filled with stellar examples of the academic, athletic, leadership, artistic, and musical accomplishments of the class of 2000. Throughout the years, we have grown and matured. We have laughed and cried. We have each contributed our part to the larger whole. From sports to band, volunteerism to drama, each of us have chosen specific paths to explore, define, and enrich our lives here at Wadsworth High School. The multitude of activities offered to us are beyond compare, the copious opportunities attributed to the generosity and guidance of coaches, teachers, parents, and school administrators. But no matter how different our lives may have been or will become, all of these paths lead to the same essential goal: to convey to others what we truly are. These words of Pablo Neruda epitomize the heavy responsibility that we have to both ourselves and to society. What lies behind us and what lies before us are small matter compared to what lies within us. It is now that we must utilize the knowledge and skills that we have gained here in the classroom in order to find one's true place in the world. It is now that we should give thanks for the opportunities granted to us. It is now that we should take grisly pride in the well-deserved accolades bestowed upon us, the first graduating class of the new millennium. And it is also now that we must look forward to new experiences to gain, to daring feats to conquer, and to histories to be made. We too share a dream for our future, a dream that sustains us through this era of great transition. What is out there for me, we ask audaciously, as we are bombarded with paradoxical emotions beyond explanation, of fear, of hope, of excitement, of absolute wonder. Robert Louis Stevenson once said, "To be what we are, to become what we are capable of becoming, is the only end to life." I hope that the memories we have shared and the achievements that we have made will help each of us on our journeys in life. It is with these precious memories that we look to our future, a boundless and utterly blank expanse of hilarious, wacky, dramatic, and optimistic history that is yet to be written. It is here at this very moment in time that our paths shall diverge. From this room shall arise the future leaders of America, the engineers, the doctors, the naval officers, the writers, the FBI agents, the musicians, the scientists, the movie stars, and the teachers of tomorrow. But wherever we shall be, whatever we shall do, I hope that these memories, these dreams, and these hopes for the future shall remain untainted. Ayn Rand once said, "Your life, your achievement, your happiness, your person are of paramount importance. Live up to your highest vision of yourself, no matter what the circumstances you might encounter." As we walk for the last time through the courtyards of Wadsworth, remember not only those insanely frigid winters and those equally cold hallways, but the unique experiences and the unparalleled excellence that all of our fellow classmates have achieved. It is now that we shall brave the challenges ahead without fear or expectation, only the vision latent within our hearts. For this is not the end of the beginning, but only the beginning of a whole new beginning. Thank you.
Helen will be attending the University of Michigan in the fall to major in electrical engineering. The top student in the class of 2000 is valedictorian Amanda Byers. Amanda has dedicated herself to a variety of tasks, as you will see, but the most important being her academic excellence. Her efforts have resulted in her being recognized as the #1 academician among her peers. Her high school activities include National Honor Society, National Forensic League, Drama Club, Science Club, Spanish Club, Student Council and Class Officer, Library Aid, Band, Show Choir, and Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Of her many honors and distinctions, a few are President of Speech and Debate, Homecoming Court 1999, Congressional Service Award, National Merit Scholarship semifinalist, Excellence Roll all 4 years of her high school, Academic Boosters Club Scholarship, Women's Club Scholarship, East Ohio Gas Leadership Award, Women's Leadership Award, and the Navy Distinguished Student Award. Amanda is joined here today by her parents, Robert Byers and Elizabeth O'Grady. If you would please stand. Would her sister Emily Byers please stand, and other members of the Byers family and friends that are here today, please stand. All of you can be proud of her accomplishments and know that your support helped her reach this pinnacle. Thank you and congratulations to you. Amanda, I would like to present this medallion to you on behalf of Wadsworth High School, honoring you as class valedictorian. Amanda Byers.
Here we are, the class of 2000. Whether we are the first class of the new millennium or the last class of the 20th century, the year 2000 represents various important beginnings and endings for us. Even today's ceremony is an example of this duplicity. Commencement is a word that means beginning, yet many of us see today as our final high school experience. It is a challenging time, full of mixed emotions. We have wonderful memories together, ones that will remain in our hearts and minds. I would love to stand here and just reminisce with you all about the past. Playground jump roping and being banished to the wall, the dare dance, Mr. Lorenz's birthday and Brown's wishes, crazy pep rallies of the past, state championship fans, freezing hallways, our night to remember, and all the other events that have amazed me. We have been intricately involved in each other's lives for the past 12 years, but now our common link is the vast future which faces us in the new millennium. Just as the graduates of 1900 couldn't have expected television, and our guests from 1950s class wouldn't foresee personal computers in each household, so we can't even imagine all that awaits us. To be perfectly honest, I don't know what to expect. I know that our future will be without Mr. Wright's daily joke, Mrs. Matthews' entertaining accessories, Mr. Schmeltzer's soothing voice, and Mr. Kibler's cheerleading and weekly cookies. We will also miss our parents' constant support and guidance. I probably touch on some of your emotions as I say that I am excited, sad, curious, confused, confident, worried, anxious, and scared to death. A valedictory speech usually contains pertinent advice for the future, but I'm no great philosopher, just another unsure 18-year-old. As I struggled to find words of wisdom, I came to a realization that I think is extremely important to share. We don't have to know what the future holds, and we don't have to be prepared for every possible event either. And that's not just because we are teens who stereotypically live in the moment. In fact, this year, I've seen myself and others of you missing out on the moment as we tried to organize for the future. Teens today are actually very conscious of tomorrow because we feel pressured to be. I mean, we've been working on those ever-present career passports since our sophomore year. As I see other high school seniors already planning for graduate school, I must ask us to pause for our sake. My somewhat backwards advice is this: slow down, enjoy now, and don't put too much emphasis on distant tomorrows. Karita Kent offers valuable insight for our rush generation. Life is a succession of moments. To live each one is to succeed. A successful future is not dependent upon a detailed plan. A perfect example is the time capsule. It was neat to look forward as kindergartners, but I'm no closer to being a ballerina than others of you are to being cartoonists, race car drivers, or ice cream men. That's the beauty of life. It keeps going and changing to even brighter tomorrows. We can't pinpoint where we will be in another 12 years, but we can hold fast to those ideals which will guide us. As Oliver Wendell Holmes put it, where we stand is not as important as the direction in which we are moving, and we are moving in exciting directions. Just think of all the interesting aspects of life that will be shaped in upcoming years. As the events of today become ingrained in history, new advances will come about in medicine, technology, education, government, culture, values, and the environment. We can help determine whether the future will show us amphibious cars, robotic doctors, genetic manipulation, higher life expectancy, cures for AIDS and cancer, environmental awareness, space travel and colonization, cyber classrooms, or a new definition of the American family. In fact, an MCI wireless commercial succinctly described our exciting future. The universe is getting smaller, and it's getting easier for you to be at the center of it. So I urge you to actively shape your universe in the next few important years. And the motivating factor in your quest should be love. Now hear me out before you scoff at my cheesiness. Love yourself, love what you do, and do what you do for those that you love. That way, as Marcus Aurelius says, all that is needed to make a happy life is within yourself. But in order to keep your adulthood pleasant, I give you some more advice. Resist growing up, at least all the way. Maintain your youthful enthusiasm for life, and that way you can truly enjoy the success that awaits you. Again, the time capsule shows us how the child is still inside each of us, and how important and enjoyable it is to let it out. Well, if I don't stop talking, you'll never get to go out and face your futures, which may be a good thing in some of your minds. But don't worry, I'm already proud of you guys. I hope we will all remember our times together, take the skills we've learned here at WHS out into the real world, and reunite as soon as possible to celebrate the joy we shall all find. As I bid you farewell, I leave you with the Winston Churchill quote. This is not the end. It is not even the beginning of the end. but it is perhaps the end of the beginning. Thank you.
In the fall, Amanda will be attending the Furman University in South Carolina.
Over the past year, Wadsworth High School has had the privilege of knowing 3 outstanding individuals. Even though they may have not been used to everyday life here at Wadsworth, they quickly became accustomed to the traditions of American life. Natalia Falco. Natalia Falco came to Wadsworth on August 19th from her native country of Brazil. Her hosts have been the Boyd family, who eagerly welcomed her into their home. Right away, she got involved and eagerly joined the tennis team and the media communications vocation. Some of her most memorable events have been junior banquet, prom, and all the other dances. She has had so much fun with her friends and really feels that being an exchange student has been an excellent experience. She will be going back to Brazil tonight after graduation. Sana Ruhanen. Sana Ruhanen came to us from Finland on August 12th. She has been staying with the Weedeye family and has really enjoyed their company. She got involved in the drama program, landing a role in Hello, Dolly, and is also a member of the choir program. She says she has had so much fun here, going to junior banquet, prom, and all the after-game dances, and will really miss her friends when she has to leave on July 12th. And finally, Sergio Scolari. Sergio Scolari came to Wadsworth on August 25th, also from Brazil. He has been staying with the Hall family, and anyone who knows Andy will know and experience this in itself. He was a member of the swim team and participated in Youth and Government Day. He says his most memorable times have been with his friends, and he will miss them when he returns to Brazil on July 21st. These 3 individuals quickly became a part of the class of 2000 and will miss them as they return home.
From the Wadsworth community, I'd like to extend good luck wishes to the 3 of you. We hope your experience here has been memorable and that you admirably serve as ambassadors for our school and for our country when you return to your native land. We wish you Godspeed. I have the distinct privilege of introducing the class of 1950 as they commemorate their 50th reunion. 50 years ago, 97 classmates felt that their graduating year would go down in history as the turning point of the 20th century. This class was also the first to graduate under the name of Wadsworth High School rather than Central High School. Senior class leaders consisted of President Tom Casey, Vice President Bob Allen, Secretary Treasurer Earlene Walker-Rowe, with the boy representative being Jack McRitchie, and the girl representative being listed as Juanita Etling. Mrs. Hildebrand served as your class advisor. The mid-century class memories include basketball games, dances, the dramatic productions of 10 Little Indians and Mother is a Freshman, a building that housed grades 7 through 12, a faculty of 26 members, a football coaching staff with the namesakes of Rex McIlvain, Art Wright, Dick Krause, Slick Lyron, and Russ Doan, and a feature in the yearbook that took a futuristic look into the year 1975 and what classmates would be doing 25 years after graduation. Now, we are 50 years since those times, and hopefully the memories are still fresh in your mind. The superintendent was M.H. Burkholder. The principal of the building was O.J. Work. The class flower listed as the white camellia, class colors scarlet and gray, and the class motto, it matters not how long we live, but how. There are a few members of the class of 1950 present today that have a relative in today's graduating class. Would the following students and relatives please stand to be recognized? Barbara Horner, grandmother to senior Hillary Horner. Mildred Ritzman Denton, grandmother to senior Bethany Denton. And Jerry Gerbino, grandmother to senior Matt Seahorn. One other recognition, celebrating her 65th high school reunion from 1935, the class of 1935, is Mary Collert, grandmother to senior Dan Jenkins. At this time, I would like the entire class of 1950 that is present today to please stand for a round of applause. Now we'd like to focus specifically on today's graduates. I sincerely hope that members of the audience respect this moment for your loved ones and for others. We come to graduation exercises to see students receive their diploma and hear their name read. In order for each student here to receive the recognition they deserve, we ask that you allow us to do so without interruption or embarrassment. Please refrain from drawing attention to any one student by holding your applause, not shouting out or yelling until each of our graduates receives their diploma. I'd also like to mention some other individuals on the stage behind me who will assist this afternoon. From our guidance department, Dr. Nancy Meadows, Dr. Susan Four, Mr. Ron Saylor, and Mrs. Sheller Gilbert, in addition to the Vice President of our Board of Education, Mr. Robert Durhammer, and the President of our Board of Education, Mr. James McIlvain. Now, I would ask the Superintendent of Wadsworth City Schools to come forward, Mr. Charles Parsons. Mr. Parsons, I present to you today a class that we are extremely proud of for their talent and their accomplishments. This class has displayed great leadership over the years and will continue to serve as fantastic role models and have left a very fine legacy for our other classes to follow. It is a class that we respect, that we have taken great pleasure into watching them grow into fine young men and young women. Mr. Parsons, I can assure you that each member today has fulfilled all obligations and requirements set forth by the Wadsworth City Schools Board of Education and the State of Ohio, earning the right to a diploma. I now present to you the class of 2000.
First, to the class of 1950, welcome home, and I hope you're still proud to be called a Grizzly. To the class of 2000, I wish you the best of everything as you move forward, and on behalf of your Board of Education, and because you have met the rigorous requirements of your high school, and because you have met the requirements of the State of Ohio, I formally accept you as the class of 2000 and ask that you would prepare yourselves to receive your diplomas. Congratulations.
Jacob Ross McIlvain. Emily Ann Lyle. Amanda Elizabeth Byers. Yan Hong Helen Ma. Catherine Amanda Fitch Adair. Lauren Elizabeth Fitch Adair. Emily Ann Belowski. Ashley Nicole Blackman. Brandon A. Borgman. Jason Michael Bugg. Clifford P. Bujak. Stephen M. Cerveny. Patricia Mary Cook. Jeffrey V. Kruder. Jason Matthew Davis. Bethany Joy Denton. Daniel Christopher Dietz. Michelle Lisa Dietz. Jennifer Lynn Adley.
Anita Marie Fett. Myra Annette Fett. Matthew Ryan Four. Elizabeth Ann Forsyth. Kimberly Renee Foda. Samuel Christopher Galpert. Miranda Renee Gans. Jennifer L. Gonzalez. Kathy Lynn Hanover. Jennifer Catherine Hartsock. Heidi Renee Havens. Julia Elizabeth Hagerty. Mara Ann Hennico. Melanie Lee Henthorn. Carrie Elizabeth Hockensmith. Hillary Rose Horner. Michael Scott Hostler. Thomas Francis Hudak. Julie Ann Hunt. Courtney Kathleen Hurley. David Daniel Jenkins. Adam Lowry Caffin. Zachary Allen Kalai. Michelle Lynn Kessel. Estelle Heather Kilker. Michael Christian Kreniski. Jennifer Suzanne Kraus. Stacy Ann LeBeau. Sarah Lynn Leatherman. Jody Marie Langle.
Kate Elizabeth Lowther. Lynette Catherine Macco. Rachel Lee Mahar. Anita Martin. Gregory Dean Mason Jr. Kathleen A. Mason. Patrick Lee McCarthy. Erin Elizabeth McHenry. Timothy David McQueen II. Krista Marie Milich. Erica Lynn Miller. Aaron Michael Norton. Susan Marie Over. Tiffany Dawn Painter. Jennifer Lynn Phillips. Andrea Lee Powers. Tara K. Pugh. Carrie Jane Purdon. Eric Matthew Radke. Rebecca K. Riccardi. Jennifer Lynn Rose. Stephanie Marie Rose. Catherine Ann Rote. Brian Walter Rook.
Valerie Marie Schmelzer. Catherine Marie Schoonover. Scott Daniel Surface. Tracy Michelle Shook. Leah Marie Shumney. Carolyn Beatrice Ann Siegel. Jacqueline Rose Simon. Nathan Oliver Singleton. Angela Michelle Smith. Joseph Allen Snyder. Brian Matthew Stanek. Michael Allen Steese. Teresa Lynn Stout. Aurora Tammy Lynn Sturgill. Elizabeth Ann Toma. Samantha Noel Toma. Sarah Ann Boatman. Katie Danielle Walker. Scott Howard Walker. Carol Ann Ward. Andrea Elizabeth Ware. Brent Thomas Warner. Anne Marie White. Joshua David Wilcox. Susan Lee Wismar. Mary Yolan Witchy. Kathleen Aaron Yancer. Deborah Joanne Yanayan. Natalia Dominguez Falco. Sana Maria Ruhanan. Sergio Enrique Pravo Scaleri.
Jennifer Lynn Adley. Adam R. Albright. Sean Matthew Bailey. Teresa Ann Baker. Jennifer Ann Banfield. David Allen Bangson. Jonathan Levi Barnes. Jennifer Ann Baxley. Christopher Clark Bayman. Christina Marie Basinger. Glenn Andrew Beatty. Sarah Ann Bender. Jonathan David Blackburn. Megan Jean Blackburn. Renee J. Blake. Christopher Brandon Brink. John D. Brittenreicher. Stephen Paul Brown. Deb Lynn Butai, Patrick M. Carney, Billy T. Casto, Jennifer Chung-Un Choi, April Lynn Christian, Holly Marie Clark, Jason John Clark, Riley W. Clayson, Tiffany Ann Cobb, Elizabeth Veronica Cool, Adam Stephen Copeland, Tiffany M. Cornwell, Christopher M. Costigan, Erica Marie Coudrier, Diana Lynn Christian, Jason Allen Shuda, Sonia L. Curtis, David Davis, Erin Marie Dean, Matthew L. Delnos, Robert Scott DeLong, Jeffrey Allen Dietrich, Stephanie Lee DeSazi, Megan Rebecca Dodd, Jessica Marie Doyle, Amanda Jane Drainer, Christopher David Egan, Aiden C. Eels, Krista Lee Edmister, Robert James Edmonds, Amanda Isabel Elledge, Jennifer R. Ellison.
Ian Timothy Formaz, Sarah Dawn Fox, Nathan Michael Franz, Daniel J. Gogler, Misty Lynn Gray, Marissa L. Green, Kristen Michelle Gregory, Sally Ann Grosser, Tracy Ann Grubb, Rachel Dawn Haddocks, Andrew Perry Hall, Elizabeth Marie Harper, Kristen D. Harris, Carla Irene Hartman, Jennifer M. Harvey, Dawn Marie Hagawat, Rachel Sarah House, Brooke Janine Hawkins, Thomas I. Henderson, Adam K. Hess, Rebecca Lee Hewitt, Lauren P. Hickey, Preston L. Hofstetter, Michael Joseph Hoover, William Arthur Horton, Matthew Quinn Hutchinson, Matthew L. Hutton, Douglas Scott Jenkins, Matthew K. Johnson, Nathan Andrew Johnson. Jenny Renee Kabaski. David Andrew Kiger. Joseph David Kirschner. Matthew William Quito. Jared David Neal. Brian Lee Connect Jr. Kyle Allen Knight. Michael B. Crafe. Michael Edward Krivach Jr. Erica R. Lackey. Justin William Lansley. Casey Lynn Laurie. Rachel Ann Louder. Shelley Catherine Leedy.
Luann Renee Light. Donna Lee Long. Jason M. Lorton. LaShonda Lee Lounsbury. Bethany E. Lucas. Laura Michelle Lucas. James Matthew Lunsford. Daniel R.J. Martin. Michael Todd Martin. Michelle Marie Martin. Nicholas A. Matheny. Jesse Lee Maddie. Stephen Paul Matulin. Elizabeth Marie Motz. Brian Keith McCork. Matthew Allen McCork. Chris Eugene McMaster. Gary Lee Meglich II. Angela Marie Michelli. Joshua Craig Miracle. Brandon Scott Molnar. Michael Douglas Moore. Brendan Connor Morgan. Chris A. Morrison. Daniel W. Morton. Jared Paul Mosier. Brian Michael Musinski. Tennis John Muma. Ryan Matthew Murphy. Carrie Ann Nelson. Stephanie Lynn Nichols. Angela Ann Nowak. Benjamin Christian Osterlin. Emily Degnan Parks. Alicia D. Papko. Eliza Marie Peace. Robert Ringgold Pell III. Charles Jason Penrose. Brandon V. Picton. Allison Brooke Poling. Joshua C. Poole. Matthew L. Post. Richard Lee Prue. Rebecca Marie Purda. Jillian Annette Putt. Timothy P. Riley. Christopher R. Robb. Stephen Andrew Robertson. Carrie Rennell Rollins. Jeffrey Allen Rooks. Rachel Renee Rotterschmidt. Ryan M. Rotterschmidt. Julie Ann Rudolph. Amanda Lynn Rue.
Stephen R. Savoya. Amanda Marie Scheck. Courtney Lee Stuka. Kathleen Nicole Sega. Matthew S. Seahorn. Leslie June Shaw. Tiffany June Shaw. Jennifer Lynn Shelley. Greg Joseph Simon. Brandon R. Sir Lewis. Rachel Ann Smith. Catherine Christine Sondels. Lindsay Randall Spencer. Benjamin S. Stamper. Christopher Thomas Stem. Nathan Allen Stone. Brooke Renee Stout. Christy Lynn Swartz. Essence Ann Taylor. Robert C. Taylor. Jeff T. Twilliger. Kimberly D. Thomas. Rex A. Thomas. Stephen Michael Thomas. Benjamin Nicholas Trumblack. Sarah Faye Shantz. Carrie M. Tucker. Kimberly Ann Tucker. Nathan J. Turns. Amanda Marie Underwood. Rebecca Ann Underwood. Dustin Robert Valentine. Teresa Ann Van Kooten. Eric S. Vaverka. David M. Walker. Amy Lee Waters. Rachel Ann Weaver. David J. Weldy. Garrett J. Welsh. Christopher Adam Wirtz. Laura Beth Wire. Anthony Nicholas Wyant. Stephanie K. Wiles. Jacob Anthony Wilhite. Benjamin John Williams. Jeffrey Alvin Young. Shelley Louise Young. Krista Lynn Zigafus.
Please join me in a salute to the class of 2000. Before Jake McIlvain addresses the class one last time, I would like to ask those people in the back of the gymnasium to please clear the entrance so we can properly dismiss to the East Gym, where we will celebrate as a class and throw our caps. I kindly ask members of the audience not to stop students during the recessional to take pictures. Parents and loved ones and other family members, our school courtyard is decorated if you wish to take formal pictures afterwards. Thank you. Jake McIlvain.
Would the class please rise? Congratulations, class of 2000.